everyone, welcome back to this week's Torrent Tuesday Tips. I am Leah Lewis, the Principal Consultant of Torrent Healthcare Consultancy, and this week we are going to be speaking about urinary tract infections and how to treat them and overcome them naturally, because UTIs are so common in women but also in men. So I want to give you some tips that you can use to treat it and overcome it, or at least put up a good fight until you get to see your doctor. Okay, because UTIs, if left untreated, can become quite harmful and dangerous to your health. But when you catch it on time, you can overcome it. So let me show you how. So first off, we're going to look at slippery elm. Slippery elm comes from the bark of the slippery elm tree, and it has been used for centuries because of its soothing properties for both the GI tract as well as the urinary tract. Because of its soothing properties, it helps to alleviate inflammation and irritation. It helps to speed up healing and also prevent, in the case of UTIs, it prevents the bad bacteria from adhering to the walls of the urinary tract. So it helps to alleviate the infection. So to use slippery elm, what you can do is get the capsule. It's sold in most pharmacies. It's easy to get a hold of, or you can get the powder if you can find it, and use it about a teaspoon in some very hot water until it gets nice and slimy, and you drink that at least 3 times a day until you get relief. I would not recommend that you use slippery elm with food, for the main reason that you'll get really bad gas. Yeah, with food, slippery elm causes food to ferment because it coats the stomach lining, so it slows the digestion of food. So you don't want to take slippery elm with any food on your stomach. So make sure it's always on an empty stomach in the morning, during the day, and at night time. All right? Okay. The next tip is thyme tea. Thyme is a natural antibiotic, and it is actually used to help maintain the health of the urinary tract because it helps to get rid of the bad bacteria and helps to balance the flora of good bacteria in the urinary tract. So not only is it a good seasoning, it's also medication for a UTI. So to use thyme tea, you can take the dry thyme leaves, or you can get the broadleaf thyme if you can get your hands on it. And what you can do is boil it in some water and drink it throughout the day as often as possible until you get relief. A good idea is to combine the slippery elm with the thyme tea. So you can put the slippery elm powder in the thyme tea and drink it as well for maximum relief. Yes. So the next tip is cranberries. Cranberries don't actually relieve a UTI once you have an infection. What they help to do is prevent an infection from occurring in the first place. So to use cranberries, you can either get the dry ones as a snack or drink the juice. But cranberries, it helps to prevent the bad bacteria from adhering to the walls of the bladder and the urethra. So it helps the bacteria, once you drink as much water as possible, it helps them to be flushed out of the system without causing infection. So add cranberries to your diet to help maintain a healthy urinary tract. Next, avoid irritating foods. Now, it's a little known fact that what irritates the stomach irritates the bladder, and what soothes the stomach soothes the bladder. There's a connection between the two. Yeah, there is. So what you need to do is prevent any kind of irritation in the bladder in the first place, or at least if you have an infection, you want to soothe your bladder to help it to heal as quickly as possible. So what you want to do is avoid foods like caffeine, foods that contain caffeine, coffee, tea, chocolate, cocoa, any kind of caffeinated food whatsoever, sugary foods, milk, and spicy foods. You want to soothe the stomach, so you consume more oats, you consume okras because of that slime. It also works similarly to the slippery elm. Okras are very soothing to the GI tract and the urinary tract. You want to consume a lot of probiotics. That is extremely important. Probiotics really help to alleviate recurrent UTIs because it helps to balance the flora of good and bad bacteria in the gut and the urinary tract. So include probiotics, that's yogurt, kefir, kombucha, sauerkraut, whatever fermented foods that you can get your hand on, as well as turmeric and ginger. Those are anti-inflammatory, so you can add that to your diet as well. So avoid irritating foods. Next, and last but not least, it's a given, but it needs to be mentioned. Drink as much water as possible and use the bathroom. Don't hold your urine back. If you hold it back, you're holding it because you have something more important to do. Nothing's more important than your health. So you need to use the bathroom. When you hold the urine back, it causes the bacteria that's already in the urinary tract to multiply quickly. And that can lead to an infection if you're prone to infections. So you need to, as much as it can be inconvenient, you need to use the bathroom. Drink as much water as possible, and you just flush your system out. So these tips can surely help you to overcome a UTI and prevent them from being recurrent, and to help you to overcome it. So many people that I have worked with have complained of recurrent UTIs, and the tips that I've given them have helped them. It has caused relief, so I know it can help you too. But be sure to consult with your doctor and don't wait. As long as you have a UTI, seek medical help. Okay, so that's it for this week, and thank you so much. It was nice sharing these tips with you. If you're enjoying them, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, like the video, share it. If this information can help someone, share it with them as well. If you'd like to work with me in any way or get in touch, my information is right below in the description, so you feel free to reach out to me if you'd like to work, or just say hello. Alright, so thank you again, and I wish you all the best in your journey to better health. You take good care of yourself, and I'll see you next week. Bye.